All right, picture this. Gold. Yeah, that sparkly, shiny stuff that's basically turned people into pirates, fueled legends, inspired get-rich-quick dreams, and been used to bling out everything from crowns to phone cases. Gold has held this wild, almost magical grip on human imagination for thousands of years. But honestly, have you ever stopped to wonder, how do we actually get it out of the ground? Like, do people just find random nuggets sitting in the dirt? Spoiler alert, it's way more complicated, dramatic, and techy than that. So settle in, because we're about to take a journey from sparkling mountain rivers, deep underground tunnels, and all the way up to space. Yep, space. Because as of July 22nd, 2025, gold isn't just about old-school digging anymore. We're literally looking for it from above the clouds. Welcome to the world of gold mining and, drumroll please, satellite-based gold detection. Let's rewind a bit. Imagine you're a gold miner, maybe dressed in overalls, pan in hand, riverside, channeling your inner prospector Pete. That classic image starts with something called placer mining. Placer mining is kind of the OG way of getting gold. It's all about hunting down those little gold nuggets and flakes that get washed up in riverbeds and beaches. You take a pan, scoop up some river muck, swirl it around, and voila! The heavier gold settles at the bottom. It's like sifting for treasure as a kid, except, you might actually hit pay dirt. Not enough gold for a private jet, but hey, small wins, right? Then there's sluicing, which is basically a bigger, more serious version of panning. Water flows through a long channel with riffles that catch the gold as it rushes along. Now, if you want to go full Captain Nemo, you can dredge the whole bottom of a river or even the sea floor with these giant machines that scoop up sediment looking for gold. It's less romantic and a bit more industrial-scale vacuum cleaning, but it works. But what if there's no river, no easy pickings? Enter hard rock mining. And folks, this is the real go big or go home approach. Picture miners drilling and blasting their way deep underground or carving massive open pits in the Earth's surface. In underground mining, teams dig tunnels and shafts, braving darkness and tough conditions to chase after those gold veins that run deep, deep down. Open pit mining is, well, think of it as biting a giant chunk off a mountain. It's wild, but it lets miners access ore bodies hiding just beneath the surface, especially when massive deposits are hiding there. Sometimes gold doesn't even get top billing. It's like a bonus track in your favorite album. This is called byproduct mining. Places digging for copper, silver, whatever, and surprise, they scoop out some gold along the way. Basically, gold is the ultimate photo bomber. But let's say you've got your rocks, your dirt, your gold-flecked mud. Now what? Time to play some heavy-duty chemistry roulette. Gold just does not like to be easy. First, you crush everything. Seriously, boulders, rocks, the lot, until it's a fine powder. The goal? Expose those stubborn gold bits hiding deep inside. Then come these wild science tricks. Gravity separation, because gold's heavy and sinks. Chemical flotation to separate the good stuff. And oh boy, cyanidation. That's right. Miners use cyanide solution to dissolve the gold out of the ore, kind of like how you use hot water to dissolve cocoa powder. I know, sounds a little dangerous, and TBH, it is. Cyanide is not something you want in your backyard barbecue, but it's super effective. Once liquefied, the gold gets plucked out with activated carbon or zapped out with electricity, pretty much science fiction, and then finally refined into those bars people stack in vaults. It's a lot. Expensive, energy-hungry, and let's be real, kind of rough on the environment. All that digging, blasting, and toxic chemicals can wreck habitats and pollute rivers if not managed carefully. Now here's where things get futuristic. Buckle up, because we're about to go orbital. Remember when you thought finding gold was about luck or wild guesses? Well, nowadays, companies are using satellites to scout for gold. Seriously, satellites. The technology is called satellite-based gold detection, and it's celebrity-level cool. Here's how it breaks down. Satellites equipped with multispectral and hyperspectral cameras fly overhead, snapping images of the Earth in a bunch of wavelengths, even the ones our eyes can't see. Why? Well, different rocks and minerals bounce back different colors of light. These things leave a sort of spectral signature.
For gold, the game is about spotting rocks like quartz or clay that love hanging out wherever gold shows up. It's the geological version of those friend groups you always see together. Hyperspectral imaging takes this one step further and can identify minerals with the accuracy of a gold-detecting bloodhound. Not to mention, radar imaging can actually peer through forests, clouds, or even thin layers of soil to spot geological structures like faults or folds that can hint at buried gold. It's basically X-ray vision, but from space. And for a dash of extra flavor, satellites' thermal sensors scan for heat anomalies, which sometimes hang out where gold likes to form. Why does this matter? Well, satellites don't care about jungles, deserts, mountains, or sketchy geopolitical hotspots. They blanket enormous areas in one swoop, and that means less need to send teams hacking through dangerous forests or setting up operations in the middle of nowhere. Gold exploration just got a major glow-up. Instead of spending big bucks on endless drilling, you use satellite data to find spots likely to pay off and then zoom in for the kill. Satellites are also eco-friendly heroes. They can monitor if mining companies are trashing the environment. Think tracking illegal deforestation, river pollution, or unsettled ground that could lead to landslides. Bonus, satellites keep an eye on for hidden dangers, so companies run safer and maybe less lawsuit-prone mines. But are satellites perfect? Nah, Earth still has home field advantage. Sometimes the images can't pick out small or super deep gold deposits. Swapping through the data takes serious expertise. You need geology geeks and remote sensing wizards to make sense of all that. And if you want NASA-level high-res images, the price can make your wallet cry. Sometimes cloudy weather is a buzzkill, but radar helps with that. Still, considering the scale, safety, and sheer efficiency, satellites massively up the game, especially as satellite imagery keeps getting sharper and more affordable, thanks to the small-sat revolution. Tiny satellites for the win. Let's ground all this with some real-world drama. Take the Witwatersrand Basin in South Africa, one of the world's most legendary gold mines. Satellite imagery has mapped out wild, twisty underground geology, helping miners keep production going strong. Fast forward to the Amazon, satellites have become eco-police, spotting illegal miners and deforestation. In Nevada's Carlin Trend, hyperspectral imaging has guided geologists to new gold-rich zones, even in places everyone thought were played out. It's like gold has nowhere left to hide. And honestly, we're just scratching the surface, pun intended, with future satellites touting ultra-sharp vision, AI-powered pattern hunting, and seamless teamwork with drones and ground surveys. Satellite gold detection is only getting smarter, faster, and crucially, greener. Companies will soon be able to check if their mining is eco-friendly, virtually in real time. So you can flaunt your gold jewelry guilt-free, knowing someone's keeping an eye on Earth. Now here's where the real glow-up happens, and this is gonna blow your mind. Ever heard of a company called Pharmanaut? No? Well, get ready, because they're changing the mining, and honestly, almost every industry, game. Pharmanaut is this trailblazing squad using satellite technology, AI, and blockchain, not just for mining, but for agriculture, infrastructure, defense, you name it. Imagine you're a mining operator, a farmer, or even a government official. Pharmanaut hands you a smartphone app or a slick web platform that lets you literally watch your fields or mines from space, check resource health, get sustainability alerts, and optimize your whole operation with real-time advice from their Jivan AI system. Think Siri, but for gold and crops with a doctorate in advanced analytics. Wild, right? Pharmanaut isn't just about showing you where the gold is. They help you track your carbon footprint, manage all your pricey gear, and even trace where every gram of gold goes, all with blockchain. That little gold nugget from your ring? Totally traceable, totally legit, no monkey business. What makes Pharmanaut stand out is its mission, basically making all this orbiting tech affordable and actually useful to the little guys, not just the mega corporates with bottomless budgets. Subscription-based, a la carte services, APIs for techies, it's the democratization of satellite gold intel. Banks and insurers use Pharmanaut to verify mining and agriculture for loans, totally slashing fraud and red tape. Government agencies use it to monitor the land and enforce environmental rules, making sure companies don't just talk to sustainability talk, but walk the walk. With Pharmanaut, the barrier to world-class satellite monitoring is massively lowered, so the whole industry gets smarter, leaner, and greener. Here's the takeaway. Gold mining will always be a wild ride of human ambition, hard science, and big dreams. But with companies like Pharmanaut using satellites, AI, and next-gen tech, we're moving into a future where finding gold isn't just about adventure. It's about doing things better, faster, and honestly, a lot kinder to our planet. So the next time you see a piece of gold, remember, the real treasure might just be the technology keeping Earth as shiny as the gold we chase.